Well, we're going to cut these clamps off, attach it to the battery. It's fused. We're going to have this come out probably in the wheel well here, and this will be like a battery tender hookup, because I do want to place this vehicle on a battery tender all the time. Not sure what I'm going to do today. We're going to take the dogs for a walk right now. We're going to take you with us. It's cold out today. Man, it's fucking cold. We do have some sad news. As you can see, I do have a void spot in my garage. I took the Jeep in and took the money. So my old Jeep is no longer with me. A lot of memories there, guys. What we're going to end up doing is the rig in the backyard is going to come inside of the garage here. You know, that's where it belongs. That Can-Am Maverick is coming inside of the garage over here. So what we're going to end up doing is washing it and getting it cleaned up real nice. And we are going to, you know, I was going to drive it in, back it in, but we need to drive it in forward, because we do start that vehicle once a month. And if it's blowing exhaust right here, that's not a good. You want to have the exhaust, you know, blinging outside. So we have to draw. I was going to back it in, but we definitely have to drive it in, because when you do the exhaust, we'll have a fan set up, of course, blowing air out too. So, but yeah, it was just one of those days. You know what I'm saying? I took it down to the couple of places and got a couple of estimates, and I forget the name of the place again. I can never remember the name of that place. But the people that I bought this from, Chapman, they ended up buying it for that. They matched that price, and I sold it to them. So I took off $2,000 in lights and a couple other parts. I took off the Prodigy Prodigy 2 brake controller. So I'm going to be selling these little, not the lights. The lights are mine. The lights go on this Jeep. But I'll be selling that Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? That's probably 70 bucks. Brand new, it's 140. So we're just going to sell it for half price. And, you know, I did want to take off a few other parts, but I said I can't completely strip it down. So just getting the Prodigy and the $2,000 in lights. Figuring that you got $2,000 for the lights. Figuring, you know, I would have had to sink some money into the Jeep to get it running better, you know, driving better. So I figured that would have cost me about $3 grand. So the work has to be done on the Jeep. So I'm thinking, let's see here. I'm thinking 27,000 by the time the smoke clears here. You know what I'm saying, is pretty much what I got. But I did spend $2,000 on new tires for that Jeep just recently, and a new battery. So $2,400 bucks there. So when you break down the math, you're probably looking at 25,000 for is what you ended up snagging for the Jeep. So you know, a lot of memories with that Jeep. It was kind of a bittersweet day to let it go, but it does need some work. So you know, they've got it, and you know, we're just going to move on with this new Jeep here and get it all set up and ready to do what we do our road trips and stuff to Idaho, Montana, British Columbia. But we're going to take the dogs for a walk right now. I've got a few things to do today. I've got to install that battery tender lead on this Jeep. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. This is one of those lazy days. I really don't feel like doing anything, but I really should put more lights on the Jeep. Oh, now that you brought that up. Now that you brought that up, I got to make sure. This is my garage. Back up. No, nobody comes in here. Nobody. Ever. But this is wire. This is cool because now this is an area where I can set my tools. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'd like to have these tools higher than this. There's some shielding conduit, 1/2-inch conduit, and there's some wire, about 25 feet of wire or something. I forget how many feet of wire it is. It's 25 feet of red, 25 feet of black. So 14 gauge wire, copper, true copper wire. So not tinted, it's 100% copper wire. What do they call it? Tinned. It's a lot of copper wire is tinned. Now that's still good wire too. Tinned copper. That's what they call it. Anyways, the wire that, of course, that you get with rigid is 100% copper wire. So you certainly want to use 100% copper wire. Like the tinned copper is not terrible wire. That's good wire too. But in any case, it's kind of cool to open up this space. The rig will come back. I put this box here. The rig will come back that far. So we're going to end up putting one of the mountain bikes right here. I like to have access to the mountain bikes, so when you want to ride one, you just roll it right out. I'll put another mountain bike right here, lean it up against the rig. So you know, just kind of figuring out where you're going to put stuff. You know, I do want that rig inside here. We're going to clean the rig up, wash it down, wipe it down, and get that sucker back in here where it belongs. So, man, that's crazy. You know, I downsized. I sold 4 vehicles, traded in 3 for this, and then I sold that one to the dealer. So, oh man, crazy. That's what you call downsizing. Right now we're pricing, I've got really good insurance on this car with Tesla insurance. So it's really good as long as you don't use your brakes and as long as you don't follow too closely and as long as you don't turn aggressively, you know, accelerate through corners and shit like that. So basically those are the 3 things they get you on. But we're gonna see what it is on this beast, and it might be very competitive. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I was just reviewing my this insurance policy on here, of course, because I was pricing this car, and I noticed that they don't. This wasn't there before. Now, one thing about Tesla, what they try to do is promote drivers to buy these, and you can use them for Lyft, Uber, and stuff like that. But there's a disclaimer now. First time I've ever noticed it, that the insurance doesn't cover you if you do Lyft or Uber, you know, that type of shit. So a lot of drivers probably have Tesla insurance, and you know what I'm saying, they're not covered. That disclaimer is new. It's weird. But anyways, not a big deal. We are going to, just thought I'd bring that up. We're going to, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what insurance is on this beast. Tesla insurance, man, let me tell you something. You get a claim with them, they assign an adjuster. You will talk to that guy the first time only, one time. And from there, it's emails. He'll never talk to you again. It's all done via email. Each person that works for Tesla Insurance handles probably way more people every day than your normal insurance person that does phone calls and everything. You know, I would say 50 times more. I mean, if your normal insurance guy handles 100, they probably handle way more than that. You know, 5,000 people a day or something, just with email. They send emails. You know, that type of shit. Anyways, so I tried to call them today. And the wait time was 1 hour. So you do have problems getting a hold of these people. You know what I'm saying? But if the projected numbers on this Jeep, because I do not drive this Jeep that much, guys. Even when I'm really rocking and rolling, I'm gonna probably put 4,000 or 5,000 miles on this Jeep a year. Probably 3,000 to 4,000. But in any case, when you have low mileage like that, your insurance premium goes down. So, you know, I'm sure they'll probably ask for a picture of the mileage. You know what I'm saying? Periodically, every 6 months, they'll probably say, okay, give me, you know, because they can track the mileage on a Tesla, but on this, they don't have that device. They can't track it. So somehow they're going to have to know how many miles you put on and shit like that. And the only way I can see them doing that is they want to, you know, you'll have to take a picture of the odometer type shit. So, and who knows, they might give you some type of sensor to put in this vehicle so they can tell how fast you're going, to tell if you're doing aggressive turning, to tell if you're doing hard braking, stuff like that. I don't know for sure how it's going to work yet. So in any case, just wanted to show you a few things, and actually just wanted to tell you that we sold the Jeep, my old Jeep, and you know, we're going to move the rig inside of here. That frees up space. That is a good thing. To have more space in this garage is good. And everything is going to stay the same. I'm going to throw away, I did throw away some stuff already, and we're going to throw away some more stuff to kind of get more space in this Jeep, in this garage. So we'll see what happens. Let's take these dogs for a walk, and we'll shoot from the hip from there. I'm going to shut this video down, and we need to install more lights. So what we need to do is I need to go to Home Depot again. You need to get an L bracket. L bracket to hold this in position. So it's a good light. You got to get L brackets, and then the light goes in between them. You drill a hole. So looking at that now, you need about an inch and a half, or actually, I'd say right in that range. Inch and a half L brackets. I've had them before, so they're like you can get them down there, no problem. I'll get this. You don't need to get very big. Like I said, 1.5 inches. This probably doesn't even need to be 1.5 inches, but it has to be close to that. So, but we have to get those to mount that lighting, that 10-inch light bar, and you know, we have to mark where these holes are going to go, and then we got to take this off. This stinger bar has to come off. When it's off, you flip it around, maybe possibly put it on something, because we don't want to take these off unless we have to, which we don't have to do for this. So you'll flip it around, you'll drill these 2 holes with the self tappers. You'll send in a tracer bit first. They're 1/4 inch tappers, so you'll drill a 3/16 inch hole. Then you'll take that self tapper and just drill in, put the brackets in, and then the brackets will already be pre-drilled for that 10-inch light bar, and then you'll be able to screw it off, plug it in, bada boom, bada bang. So it's gonna look pretty cool when it's done. So, but I don't know, man. Today I am kind of lazy. To be honest with you, I fucked up on Saturday. When I sold the Jeep, Friday actually, they cut me a check. Of course, they don't give you cash at a dealership. They gave me a check. No, it was too late to do anything with that check that day, Friday. But Saturday, I should have went right into Bank of America, cashed that motherfucker, walked out with the greenbacks. As it is, I am sitting here at home right now. I thought for sure my bank would have the cash in my account on Saturday, but they put a hold on the check until Tuesday. Today's Monday, so I won't know until Tuesday morning. They show the money in my account, but it's not available yet. But I'm sure it's good. But it's a rookie mistake. When you get that check, you go right to the fucking Bank of America, which is where the check is from. You sign it there, cash it, put the cash in your pocket, walk out and get the fuck out of there, and hope that you don't get pulled over by the police. Because if you get pulled over by the police and they see that 22 grand on you, they'll confiscate it. They'll say that's suspicious activity. If you want it back, you can file the paperwork and blah, 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 and you can get it back, which means you don't get it back. They're not going to pull you over, but people have lost money, you know what I'm saying, by getting pulled over by the police. They have a lot of cash on them. The police pull up some magical fucking formula saying it's suspicious. It could be drug related. We have to confiscate the cash. It's just a gimmick for them to be able to take that cash from you, and then you have to fight to get it back. And you may get it back and you may not get it back. I know one guy that had serious cash. I don't know the numbers, 50 grand or something. He got pulled over. They took it. You know, he was going to Vegas to buy a house. He had the money for a down payment, and they took the money and said it's suspicious. In any case, he ended up fighting to get it back. He did get it back, but it took him, he had to get an attorney. That cost him money. He had to get some other shit, and it took time to get his money back. You know, the police are hoping that you just say, blow it off, you know, because they'll use that money. You know, whatever police force took it, they'll use it if you don't claim it and get it back, they'll use it for something. So that's their way of financing their fucking police operation. Anyway, we're going to shut this video down. We're going to pick you up with a dog walk.